Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vinyl King YouTube channel, and today I'll be talking about the top notes, Twist and Shout, and Always Late, Why Lead Me On. This is probably my favorite record of all time. It came out in 1967 on Atlantic Records, as you can see, and I don't think it charted. Actually, it didn't really chart. It didn't really go anywhere, believe it or not. This was an early, as you can see, an early Phil Spector. It was supervised by Phil Spector. It wasn't produced, it was supervised. Before it became producer, you were a supervisor. It's pretty interesting. I think Phil Spector was the first one that got producer credit on an actual 45 record, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, this is a radio copy. I don't know if it says it on there, but this is the white label radio copy. And I have a bunch of these, as you can see. I have a bunch of these 45s because ultimately it's my favorite record of all time. Now some of these are a little rough. Some look brand new. Let's go through some of these. I'm not much fan of the actual A side, which is the one they tried to put out as a single. I think they messed that up. I believe they should have put out Always Late as the single, but Always Late ended up being the B side, which is kind of, because this song is absolutely amazing. I'll tell you a crazy story. Years ago, I was stuck in the hospital, and I was just learning about who Phil Spector was. And I was listening to all the songs he produced, etc. And I came across this song, Always Late, Why Lead Me On. God, this song is so good. And I just fell in love with it in the hospital, and I played it to myself, and it made me feel so much better. Of course, real quick, a lot of these are in the original sleeves. Now, I don't know if these are the exact sleeves that go with these records in 1961, but I tried my best to do research and figure out, I put the white ones in these white Atlantic record sleeves, and then the red ones are in these red sleeves, and a lot of them are original sleeves. I do have some reproductions in here. I think this is a reproduction, if I'm not mistaken, because look how nice it is. It's so perfect. A lot of sleeves back then, they're kind of like yellowish, and they always have writing somewhere. But back to my story, I was in the hospital for like a week. I was really sick. I was listening to a bunch of Phil Spector productions and fell in love with this song. This was back maybe 2016, 2017, and I was starting to buy records at that time. And I looked this record up on Discogs, eBay, everywhere, and I could not find a copy of this record. Could not find a copy anywhere. It took me forever. It took me almost a year and a half before a copy popped up online on Discogs. Somebody uploaded a copy, and of course I bought it immediately. Funny enough, 3-4 years later, there's copies started popping up. There's probably 4 or 5 copies on Discogs right now. But that whole year and a half, there was no record anywhere online of this song. I couldn't stream it, nothing. There was no record of the song except a crappy file, a crappy version of it on YouTube. But anyways, here's another radio copy I have. As you can see, they have the X's. The good old X's. I think the record label, they put the X on the side that is the hit. And then the B side, Always Late. Now I got some international versions here. Of course, you got a store copy. It's chipped though. but another radio copy. Now, I don't know why I own so many. I just, when I find a good deal on them, I usually buy it. Another regular copy. See, I think this is in good condition, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good shape there. Has the numbers, has some numbers here. BA5357, which is that number right here. And then it had the -1. Now, I think the -1, if I'm not mistaken, is what pressing it came from, like what plate or whatever. Another one. Of course, here's a Canadian version. This came from Canada. I'll take it out of the sleeve here. Now, I don't know if this is the correct sleeve for it. If you have any information, let me know in the comments. But here's a Canadian version of it. It's actually in really good shape. And it's really low compared to the other copies. The mix and master, the mix of it is very low. It's not, and it's muffled. It's a little muffled and it's very low compared to the other copies of it. It's pretty interesting. And then I got a, oh, what is this? I think it's Italy. Of course, I don't know if this is the correct sleeve for it. If you have any information, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it was made, look at that. Made in Italy. You don't see that much. I don't see many Italy records. I'm very surprised they released this in Italy. Now, this is a hard copy to find. This is only the second copy I've seen online ever. Same with the Canada copy. Somebody has one on Discogs right now, but look at that. Now this copy is very loud, very clear. Compared to the Canadian copy, this is a very good pressing. I love this pressing. It sounds so good. If you ever get a chance, buy the Italy pressing. But like I said, the song didn't really chart, so I don't know why Atlantic released it. Like, I don't even think they credited Phil on the on the Italy version. Yeah, his name ain't on there. But I don't know why they released it in Italy and Canada. Like, isn't that strange? Like, I really don't see that. Maybe they do it with other records too. I don't know. But yeah, I have a bunch of these copies because I love this song so much. I think you'll love it too once you listen to it. Top notes, always late. Why leave me on? Thank you guys for checking out my channel, and keep checking for more videos. I appreciate your support.